he likes to play golf.
Yeah, you know what?
That's gotta be the guy. That's gotta be the guy.
Jeff, I hope when you golf, you wear a white belt. White belts in golf.
Okay, so I got it working on the YouTube.
YouTube.
The YouTube right there. Crap, I should close the door because people might see the Red Wings game in the background.
We wouldn't want that. Nobody should be watching that.
Hey, it's 2-0 Red Wings.
Oh.
Don't talk bad about my Red Wings.
Let me have the basement more often.
Talk bad about my Red Wings. They're winning for once.
I'm going beer, water. You know that? That's weird, man, for me to show up here with water.
My buddy Mike says that, like, for every glass of beer, you're supposed to drink a glass of water or something to avoid getting a hangover.
Right.
I've never done that.
Yeah, I don't get hangovers too often. But.
No, I've never drank water.
Some people have never drank water in the show.
I've never drank water. I can drink beer.
There's water in it somewhere.
I'm spoiled.
Hey, band mom. Rosemary Malone.
I'm spoiled because the water in the UP is so much better.
Yeah.
You know, right out of the lake, you know?
Right out of the Great Lakes. What do you want? I mean, come on.
Like, I'd rather drink...
Look at this big time.
Oh, yeah.
Coasters.
Yeah.
Never did I think I'd see the day.
Yeah. Well, that was...
Wait, stand right there, Planky. Stay right there. No, don't move. Perfect. wait. There we go. That's how we'll do the whole show right there.
Make sure the Labatt Blue is facing...
Well, yeah, maybe they'll sponsor you on that. They should be sponsoring you.
They should sponsor the show.
You're giving them more free promotion than anybody.
Yeah, good Lord. I love Labatt Blue. What else do you need? Oh, shit. We got a show starting here.
All right. I don't think I need these headphones, Clink. I can hear you just fine. Plus, I wore so much product. I mean, you don't want that all over your headphones.
Yeah, well, when I turn the mics on, that gets muted, so you won't. You might be able to hear it through the headphones, though. These headphones are that good that, like, you can leave them like that and hear.
Okay. It's so weird just looking at my car.
I know Ted. He'll be watching the security cameras and he'll be like, "There's something moving there." I'm like, "Ted, it's a fucking rabbit." I've got wildlife all over here, you know. Like, it's a fucking rabbit. It's a fucking cat. Who cares?
Urban wildlife.
Yeah, it's like, who cares? He starts freaking out. There's something moving. Fucking rabbit, Ted.
My neighbor is watching. Hi, Tammy.
My neighbors don't listen, and they're next door.
Oh, come on, you blame them?
No. If I hit the right button, did I hit the right button? Did I do it? What the fuck? You gotta be kidding me. I had this all set up and it's being a bitch. Every fucking time.
Consider the source.
Is it working now? Hello? Are we on? No, because I didn't hit the button. If I hit the button, then we go on.
Operation.
Is it working? That is the question. It doesn't. Why are you being a bitch? Like, I purposely set everything up here.
8 o'clock, please.
And I believe we're on. We'll see. The thing says error right now, but let's see if we're on or not. Any second now. Oh, it's encoding, so now we're on.
I showed up for this.
Yeah, you did. You did. That's what you did. You showed up for this. I swear to God, the Sam broadcaster, I'm not even lying. I set everything to be on the settings that they're on right now.
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason, every time I go live, it won't work. I have to go in and set it again. Like
Speaking of live, are we live? Is this happening right now?
Yeah, it's happening. It's right there.
All right.
It's recording. It should be on TuneIn right now. It's on the YouTube right there.
The YouTube? It's on the Drew Clark Facebook Live.
Yeah,
right
it's on Drew Clark's Facebook Live over there. You can't see it because my picture is blocking it.
No.
The picture that Drew. I feel like I'm repeating myself.
Picture that Drew. Yeah, I drew a picture of Planky in 2013, and he still has
it's still here.
Aged a bit, just like him, but it's still here.
It actually, I'm going to tell the story.
You've aged better than that picture.
I have to tell the story. It fell off the table when Underland was here, and Lou broke it. So he broke the glass, and
it's Lou.
And I didn't want to say nothing to Lou because he didn't even see it. It was like behind his back.
Yeah.
He didn't even see it.
Right.
And I'm like, yeah, he doesn't know it, but he just broke it.
Well, Lou Abraham could slash all 4 of your tires, and you wouldn't.
Lou Abraham just shot me.
It's cool though. It's cool.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's Lou.
Anyways, this is the Plankman Show. We are live on the TuneIn, by the way. I forgot to mention we're live on TuneIn. We are live on the YouTube. We are live on Drew's Facebook page. And oh, by the way,
What up, Dan?
Drew Clark is in studio.
I'm here.
And he sounds great.
Do I?
You sound better than me through these headphones, I can tell you that.
No great feet. Let's face that.
Let's be honest. We were talking about all kinds of stuff before the show started, and I think I blame myself for 90% of the world's problems.
That's not an exaggeration. I'd say that fits pretty close into factual truth.
It usually does. So
it's like if they, I don't know if they realize how tore up your house is right now.
No, they don't.
It's a renovation disaster.
Oh my God!
It's not going to get done. Don't let them fool you. It's never going to happen. Since
Dakota was here, it is more destroyed.
YouTube, that's Dakota.
Dakota from New Day Revolution was here, and I was like, dude, I'm really sorry about the kitchen and that. He goes, oh, dude, it's fine, And then when he was leaving, he goes, hey, maybe next time when I'm here, there'll actually be a kitchen. I said, don't get your hopes up.
Right. You did. Dakota, if you're listening by any chance, he did gush over your physique earlier to me.
He was looking good, man. He's in good shape. He looks like a happy guy. So
he does. He is happy.
Yeah.
He goes on stage. He's a great frontman. He goes on stage. He sweat, blood, tears, all that. Then he goes and teaches school the next day.
I know.
That's great.
I'm like, man, I like seeing them guys do good. So it looks like they will be recording their new EP.
Yeah.
So that is good news. And
I threw some money at it. I got 3 kids.
Too, yeah.
I got 3 kids, so I didn't throw probably as much as I should have, but I helped them out. I think I'll get a CD out of it.
Yeah, Ted literally gave him money that night when he was. Ted's like, here. Literally handed it to him, goes here. And he's like, Dakota.
Did you say I don't have any weed on me?
And he said, I'm not your dealer, it's the other guy in the band.
There you go.
No, so Ted handed him money, and then like a couple of days later, Dakota messaged me, and he goes, yeah, I don't have Ted as a friend on Facebook.
Yeah, he supported my album.
Yeah.
Record.
He's like, I want to get him something, like a CD or. He's like, I said, here, I'll send you his information. I sent him his. He goes, oh, good. He goes, yeah, I kind of felt bad that you
little matchmaker, you.
Yeah, trying to hook people up, be friends. Like everybody should be friends.
My wife's watching.
Oh, great! Now I got to straighten up.
Fly right. Andrew, I'm sorry.
I didn't even clean up. Yeah, could you help me? Could you move that? No, this way. That. Right there.
Oh,
thank you. Andrea will be so happy now.
Man, that looks good.
like all of America is going, why doesn't he do the show every week like that?
He thinks all of America is listening.
Yeah. That's my ego stepping in for a minute. Anyways, this is the show. If you haven't figured out,
This is it.
yeah, if you haven't figured it out, that is not Ted. That is Drew Clark.
What?
If you're listening, going, whose strange voice is that? It's mine.
I wouldn't call it strange. I call it soothing, if anything.
I do too, because I'm gonna be honest. You've been doing a lot of these videos on like the YouTube and the Facebook thing.
Yeah.
And it was really nice to see you playing the guitar again and singing and all of that.
Thanks, man.
So, I was getting I'd see you posted a video and I'm like, ooh, dude, I gotta watch it. I gotta see what Drew's doing,
Right.
So it was cool to see you playing the guitar
got
again.
a little tight.
And I'm not gonna join the band though. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Well, we don't need two drummers. I mean, never say no, but
hey, you never know. I've been offered.
It's been a woodshedding winter. I've really taken this winter to just write a whole bunch of songs and start a band because it's been way too damn long.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been about 5-6 years for me. So, and I've had a couple people throughout the years reached out to me, wanted me to start something up, and it just wasn't the right time, fit, whatever, and now it is.
Yeah.
And it's kind of, as I think I said when we launched the Facebook page of the band, which is the Cord and the Crow, by the way. This is kind of a less is more stripped down. First off, no distortion pedals, no electric guitar for me, which is a first.
Wow.
It's all acoustic guitar, drums, and bass.
Wow.
That could change, but for right now, that's kind of where we're at. And as a couple of downriver dads in our early 30s, I don't want to be screwing my head off in bars every weekend anymore.
Yeah, I don't
did that
blame
for
you.
long enough.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So, God, I'm trying to think of like where to start, man. Like, holy cow! Like, I wish Ted was here because Ted would love this right now. But Ted's enjoying his vacation. Lucky him,
Hawaii.
Yeah,
Right? Hawaii.
Yeah. Good Lord, I wish I could go. Like, damn.
Yeah, it'll be a good time.
But
I think the last time me and you spoke was New Year's Eve.
Oh yeah, it was. At the wind down.
In person, the last time we actually saw each other in person was New Year's Eve. But then before that, God, it was, I think you popped by we watched a little bit of a Tigers game.
Yeah, that was Olin's gig down the road from your house. And
Right, yeah.
And I missed his gig.
Right, because you stayed at my house.
Yeah, because we were sitting there talking and watching the Tigers and that, and I completely missed. I literally got there and Olin's like, "Yeah, we got everything packed up. We're ready to leave."
Yeah.
Dude.
Well, I'm not gonna pretend like I didn't try to get you to leave several times.
Yeah, I'm like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, man." Yeah. He's like, "Yeah, whatever, dude." I'm sorry. Like you lived right down the road. I'm like, I'm gonna go hang out with Drew for a little bit.
But you just said it right there. I lived right down the road. I mean, you could have made it to his
I could have.
You could have.
I could have. I could have, but the Tigers were on. Like
Tigers were on.
It's like when the Red Wings are on. It's like you gotta watch. Like
it's like you're like a characterization of your own self. Like, I open the door and the first fucking thing I see is Labatt Beer and the Red Wings.
Well, I gotta live up.
You're a genuine article, man.
Yeah, I gotta live up to the stereotypes. It's funny because I dove like head first into the whole family history thing,
Mm-hmm.
And I went deep into it. Like I was finding all kinds of shit, and so I did my cousin, he did a DNA test to find out, like, what he was, like how much of this, how much of that. And so he got it back, and I'm like, dang, I don't see any Indian in there. Like, I thought we were Indian, He's like, yeah, I ain't got no Indian. I said, well, hell, I'm going to do one of the DNA tests, see if maybe I got it,
The DNA test.
Yeah.
The DNA.
Yeah. So I did the DNA test, and I got it back, and I'm actually 20% Finnish.
Ooh.
And because my grandma is full-blooded Finn.
Wow.
So I showed my grandma this DNA test, and she goes, I knew it. And she just, and I'm like, okay, Grandma, you knew I was going to be more Finn than anything?
Yeah.
Like,
well, I mean, I myself am Maltese, but I get Greek, Italian,
wow.
Arabic, God, everything, Polish, everything you can imagine I get. But yeah, primarily Maltese.
Wow. Yeah, so I've embraced the Finlander in me now, you know. I'm like making pasties every night, you know, like I'm
not even how they're pronounced.
Yes.
Pasties, is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's correct. I learned from a true-blooded Finn, so I can't be lying.
There you go.
But yeah, it's been a while, man. But you know, like I said, you had been doing the videos on Facebook and that, and you know, I saw a lot of people, you know, like, oh, Drew, you know, you got to get back into it, man. Like, you know, and
you know what, you're a part of. One really cool thing is like, when Social Class Zero broke up, I didn't just, you know, jump into another band right away or whatever. I played a couple acoustic shows and then I quit. I mean, straight up quit, like for 5 years quit. I might have tried to start up like 2 projects, and I apologize to anybody who was in those projects with me, because both times I half-assed it, and it had nothing to do with them. It was just where I was at in my life right now, whatever. So, like I said, kind of half-assed it, and then finally, you know, said it's time to do something. And the cool part about it was, I didn't just leave the local music scene. I stopped supporting my friends and their bands, and that still to this day makes me feel really, really bad, because a lot of these guys still supported me.
Yeah.
And so, apologies. Now that I got a band going again, I plan on, you know, frequenting some of the local shows again like I used to, and supporting people like I used to, because that's the thing I feel worst about. And I'm so thankful that a lot of these guys, Aaron Moores, the Dakotas, the Rickies, these guys, CJ, these guys never said, fuck Drew, you know. He quit. You know, I get their invites, you know, but it's like, do I go to the show or do I drink beer in my backyard and barbecue and then? And
you're like, I've put so much work into this backyard.
Yeah,
I want to enjoy it.
Right. So yeah, plus you got to remember, like, for me, you know, just guy in a 1-bedroom apartment to a wife and 3 kids. Yeah, and I wanted to take some time with that, learn how to do that, and give it the proper amount of time it needed, you know, to say, hey, you know, I'm going to be a dad and do this and see what happens. And it worked out pretty good, and that's at a pretty good, you know, area right now, enough to where I feel like I can start doing this again and balance the two, you know.
So are you planning any gigs like really soon, or?
I would say right now we're looking at maybe May.
Should I call Kevin?
Maybe. I mean, that would definitely be one of the first places we'd play, for sure. I mean, you know the history I have at that point.
Yes, I do. That's why I said, should I call him?
I mean, for the longest time, I think, you know, I was there more than my own house, it seemed like. So, yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, that'll definitely be one of the first stops when we, you know, start booking shows, for sure.
Yeah, I was just there, I think it was a couple weeks ago or something, maybe a month ago, and me and Kevin were talking, and he's like, where the fuck have you been, dude? And I'm like, I said, dude, I just don't go out that much anymore, man, you know, like, I don't do as much as I used to, you know, because I'm like, obviously I've got this kitchen to fix.
To never finish,
to never finish, you know?
Yeah.
But I got to tell people that I'm doing it, you know?
Well, you got to save face, you got to keep,
you got to keep the lie up.
Facade up.
Yeah, you got to lie and keep what you lie. So
we'll do your show again in May to hype, you know, a show we have booked, and it'll look exactly the same.
Yeah.
Maybe worse.
It might be worse. The roof might be down.
Yeah, it's possible.
Like every time I think, you know, I'm getting forward, I find something else wrong.
Yeah.
And
you're one of those guys.
Well, no, I don't. I find something and then I show it to Ted, and I go, Ted, what's this? And he goes, not good.
He posted with a stick.
Yeah.
Not good.
No, he takes a picture of it and puts it on Facebook and goes, yeah, look at this shit. And I'm like, oh yeah, great. My house is the example of what not to do.
Right.
But it's an old house, you know. It's built in like the 30s, you know. So
1830s. Right?
Yeah, 1830s. I've got proof of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good to have you back. So, I mean, who you got jamming with you?
All right, so basically, if you would have asked me 5 years ago if I'd ever be in a band with Jay again, I'd probably say no, but only because we kicked him out of Social Class Zero twice. But me and him, I mean, we mended our fences a long time ago.
Well, that's good. That's good.
Yeah. And it was just a thing where, all right, I'll put it this way. I was going to do this set, you know, this group of songs solo by myself again. But I'll be honest, I really didn't have the balls to go on stage alone. It's been a long time. And the plan was, I'm going to write a record. It's going to be called The Cord and the Crow. And it'll be, you know, just me. And then I thought, damn, I would love to have a drummer. I'd love to be in a band again, you know, and I think this would work for that. Got a hold of Jay. He heard some of the songs, which he's a metalhead. And this is like, you know, acoustic. I mean, it's, you know, it's dad rock.
Yeah.
So, like, I was surprised when Jay, you know, really liked the songs and whatever, and got a drum set, started playing again for the first time in 5-6 years for him. He hasn't even.
Wow.
Yeah, he hasn't even picked up a pair of drums. When the last time he was in the band, he sold them off. He was done too. He quit too. He's got a family as well, you know, wife, kids. And so Jay, our bassist is a little bit of a secret, and it's not for anything provocative to try to get people thinking or anything like that. It's just right now, it just, we can't really say it yet.
Ooh.
Yeah. But
a little mystery behind the man.
Promising practice with him. Another one coming up this weekend, and nothing but good things with him so far. And he's an old friend.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So yeah, it's basically it's nothing like Social Class Zero. Not that that's a bad thing. I still love that band. I'd never talk bad about that band.
No, that was a great band. That's the only band I think I've ever sang with.
Yeah, well,
and I don't know.
I kind of feel like you sang with someone before. I've never seen you on stage, or maybe you just like.
No, I've introduced bands.
Yeah,
I've introduced like Ray Street Park and Underland, but I've never actually went up on stage and sang with a band except for Social Class Zero, because Drew Clark forced me to do it.
You know, I popped that cherry for you. I got to come up on stage and do that with us, and it was weird, to say the least.
Very, very weird for me, being a drummer. You know,
some say weird, some say awful.
Yeah, I would say awful.
No, it was what it was.
And I remember I kept looking, because Tiny was up there too, you know, and I kept looking at him like, am I really doing this? Like, this is weird.
And that was, I think it was 2011, 2012, something like that.
That was a while ago.
And that was right around the time where you remember the old, the Tiny Awards.
They were this big. No.
Yeah.
No.
And I think
they weren't.
We had gotten a Tiny Award for most giving band.
That sounds right, yeah.
And he had worked it out to something like 35 benefits in a year. And I'm thinking there's 52 weeks in a year.
Yeah.
And we played 35 just benefits in that year.
Wow.
And the one thing I'll always remember about that band is that we played so many benefits. And even though they were like super heavy, really sad things to do.
Oh, yeah.
They were some of the most fun shows we played, only because just the community of everybody coming together to help somebody.
Yeah.
Everybody was like super supportive. Like at a benefit, nobody had anything bad to say about anybody. It was just everybody was there for the cause, and those were always like really super positive things. And I'm glad we played a lot of those. That's probably like good karma for me, like that I did that. You know?
Yeah.
But I love playing those benefits, and that was our thing. You know, our other thing was, you know, Tiny needed a band. Someone dropped off. It's like, hey, why don't you guys come do band practice up here tonight?
Yeah.
You know, all right, we're 15 minutes away. We'll be there in 30 minutes. or it's free.
30 minutes or it's free.
Yeah. What's up? up, Aaron?
Oh man, yeah, those were some good times, man. Like,
Yes, they were. And you know what? I've got so many. I don't know if you know this, but we recorded every one of our shows. So I've got this gigantic garbage bag full of DVDs.
oh no way.
Yeah, there's like 80 of them or whatever, and the video of you.
Oh God, no.
It's in that garbage bag, probably.
Oh God, no.
But it's in there. But I still go back. I mean, that band broke up in August of 2013. But I still go back and we'll watch some of those old shows.
Oh yeah.
You know, I just spoke to Al last weekend or the weekend before. He came over. We talked for like 15 minutes, and we're all super positive there. Jason, he was really, really super supportive of this.
Cool.
And helped out with some of the logos and everything. I love those guys.
Yeah.
And we're all like married now, you know, we're all starting families and stuff. So it's really weird. I kind of feel like I'm 34 going on 50, but it's the first time like that I've embraced that, you know?
Yeah.
Because I used to be like 27 wishing I was 19, you know, going on stage, get hammered, drunk, and breaking $700 Fender guitars.
Yeah.
And then waking up the next morning and been like, fuck, I broke a $700 Fender guitar. You know?
Oh shit.
Yeah. Some of those Social Class Zero shows got weird, you know, especially towards the end. We really, I mean, we had plush wrestling buddies on stage, and our drummer would, you know, wear a
mask.
Gray mask.
Yeah, wear a mask.
And that's with this.
Which I was okay with, by the way, because I would wear a mask if I was on.
Have you seen Jay? There's 2 every season. But yeah, it was a really super good time, and the thing is, like, I'm not sitting here now like, but that's behind me now. It's time to get serious and acoustic. No, it's the same thing. I promise you, it's the same thing, and it's gonna be the same thing when we start playing shows again and finally, you know, are ready to launch this thing, get off the ground. We still want that fun environment that we had at shows, because I always felt like sometimes you get these super heavy, serious bands, and even though the lyrics hit you and the music's great and everything's awesome, you know, sometimes it bums me out. Sometimes I feel they're paying too much because I'm a lyric guy.
Yeah.
And I hear lyrics, and sometimes I feel they're paying too much, and I'm thinking, man, I hear that, and it brought me down. You know?
Yeah.
So it's kind of a weird juxtaposition, because in Social Class Zero, I was writing these really super heavy lyrics, but dance around on stage in a cape, you know, falling over myself drunk, playing these, you know, poppy, you know, alternative songs. Now I'm at a place in my life where I can't write negative songs.
Yeah.
So if I want to write a negative song, I have to lie. My lyrics have to be a story that I made up of something negative. Because right now, there's not a lot of negative going on.
Yeah.
You know, and the songs will show that it's more of a more positive, uplifting kind of thing. The thing about Social Class Zero was it got past everybody, because no one heard what the fuck I was ever saying. but if they got a hint of it, I mean, you got us dancing around up there with all these props and things. So, you know, it was a good time, and people didn't really realize, geez, for such a good time they're having, nobody had any idea what I was saying. And if they did, they'd be like, shit. Here's a clown. Like, what is, you know? So yeah, it's a whole different kind of thing now. But at the same time, it's going to be a lot of the whole. It's going to be a mix of both, because it's 2 out of the 3 founding members of that band. So we haven't changed that much. You know?
So
what's up, Brad?
Are there any bands that you're like, yeah, we got to rock out with those guys when we come back?
You know what's weird? Yeah, there's 2 right off the top of my head. And the reason why is, one...
Is Aaron Warren one of the bands?
Of course he is. Of course Aaron Warren is one of the bands.
I had to take a shot.
You know what? When I left the house, I gave Aaron a big kiss and said, see you soon. Yeah, Aaron Moore is my long-distance musical soulmate. We get each other on this weird level, and I just think that guy is an absolute genius. And I'm not, I crack a lot of jokes and stuff, but I swear to God, I think that guy is this hidden thing that we have here that a lot of people do know about, but that a lot of people don't know about that they need to know about him because we got something really special here with Aaron.
Yeah, it's funny to think that me and that guy used to install cable together.
yeah.
Like, I sit back and think of all the times he'd be singing in the truck or whatever, and I'd be like, dude, shut the fuck up.
Oh, man. I
and,
wish you could sing me to bed every night.
Yeah, and then, I see him up on stage or whatever, and I'm like, God, I was a fucking idiot, man.
You know what's funny? One of my best memories ever was Tiny had put together this singer-songwriter acoustic night at Rockies.
Yeah, sounds familiar, yeah.
Yeah, and he actually got me out of the house to go play a show. Aaron did. Aaron messaged me because I think I had turned Tiny down. Just, again, balls. I didn't have them. And Aaron talked me into doing it, and we did it. And then we were in the parking lot after.
I was going to bring that up because I remember that like it was yesterday, and
man.
That shit was awesome.
If there's
video somewhere.
If when you die, and like you can like have a request to like see your life played back to you as a movie, that was one of the highlights of my life because we had one acoustic guitar.
Yep.
And we kept passing it back and forth. We play a song.
And you guys were just sitting in the parking lot.
I have the pictures. Yeah. And I passed the guitar to him. He'd play a song. He'd pass it back to me. I'd play a song. And we just went back and forth like that for a long time in the parking lot. And so, yeah, Aaron comes to mind, of course. Will May.
Oh, I love that guy.
He's, Broken Day Machine and they go back to when Social Cluster was still around.
Yeah.
And of course, Will May. And then the weird kind of wild card one, because we've only played a couple shows together, but I think it would fit nicely with what we've got going on now. George and Need went straight country.
Yeah, and Razlog's in that.
Razlog is.
I haven't had a chance to
hit the thing between his legs. Yeah. I don't know what those are called.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah.
But
bongos or something?
No, not bongos. It's some kind of box.
Yeah, it's a box. I forget what it's called.
I think it starts with a K or a W or a J or a.
Yeah, I know Razlog just played his first gig with them a while back, and I was so bummed that I couldn't be there.
Or a W.
But somebody
or a B.
Somebody put it up on Facebook.
Yeah.
And I got to watch it, and I'm like, wow. It's really good.
Yeah, because we played, I think we played a benefit with Bristol Street. At one time, me and George were talking about doing a combined golf outing benefit for charity.
Wow.
With Social Class Zero and Bristol Street, where we did a golf outing. Both our bands went out there and did a golf outing, tried to raise some money. It never got put together, but yeah, I kind of ghosted the scene. And then one day when I checked back in on it, I'm like, holy shit, George is making country music. And I hope that him and Razlog, I hope none of those guys would be offended by me calling it country. I mean, I saw their the video they posted from maybe 99.5, the country station here, and it was it was like a live performance they had on a country station. So I hope that doesn't offend them at all. But yeah, it was to see what he's doing now. And I think when they closed out the Hard Rock, Razlog was on a set. He was on an actual drum set for that.
Oh, wow.
But I know now that he's playing, I think that might have been the last, don't quote me, but I think that might have been the last show before they closed it down.
Wow.
But he was on an actual drum set. I know he plays the box too, which sounds fantastic, but something I never thought Kevin would do, something I never thought George would do.
Yeah. So,
yeah, I'd like to do something with Direct the Silence. I'd like to do something with Will, anything with Will. Honestly, I love that guy. And
yeah, Will's great.
And yeah, with what George has going on right now, I think it's really cool. So, yeah, I think there's some possibilities there and some people I could talk to. Of course, I don't know how well this would fit in on the same show as a New Day Revolution. Yeah. But goddamn it, I would love to play with New Day because I've always loved that band. And I remember, if you ask Dakota about just me and him or whatever, he'll tell you his thing is that he always says, why don't we hang out? He's like, I don't get it. Because we will seriously have these messaging sessions where we just go on and on and on and on talking about how great the other one is. I mean, it's pretty disgusting.
It's pretty disgusting.
but he's one of those guys that like, man, me and him have always gotten along really well. We probably should hang out more.
Yeah, I've always gotten along with him too, and we've always had good times, even back in the dirty whiskey days.
It's called a Cajun, or I'm gonna say Cajun.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard.
I know
to
it's
say.
not Cajun.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
But I'm gonna say Cajun.
It's like a little box, and you just kind of.
Yeah, put it between your legs and beat it.
Yeah, you kind of tap on it.
Yeah.
I can't think of the guy's name now, but I know I'll think of it later.
Eddie Van Halen.
No, Eddie Van Halen does not play that.
He hits that box.
Wait, you want to bring up Van Halen? Is that what you want to do? You want to talk Van Halen?
I lived most of my life trying not to bring up Van Halen.
like, is that not like a saga or what?
Yeah, well, of course it is.
Like, Jesus Christ, man.
That's right up there with Social Class Zero.
like, do a reunion show or don't do a reunion show.
Yeah.
I really don't care either way, you know? Like,
it's weird. It's so weird. Like, I grew up with my uncle's old cassette tapes of like OU812.
That's a good one.
Physical Graffiti from Zeppelin, stuff like that.
Oh, that's a good one.
And then I got to a point where, you know, when I got in my teens and stuff, the guitar solos and the assless David Lee Roth chat, and like which I know Sammy was in the band at OU812, but like these bands, you know, because I remember I loved Kiss and all this stuff. I was a kid and I just thought they were like superheroes, you know?
Yeah.
But then when I kind of got into my teens, my God, I heard like the Ramones and the Clash, and that was kind of it, man. I got on that punk kick, and suddenly, you know, a 16-bar guitar solo, it was just lost on me.
Yeah.
You know, I'd rather hear a perfectly organized set of power chords, that boneheaded riffs that, you know, I sometimes feel like a band or an artist can just put together a few power chords, but if there's emotion behind it, it can be just as powerful as a huge Slash guitar solo.
Yeah.
You know, and the kind of cool thing about being in a band with Alex Hurd back in the day was we could have, you know, the punk rock power chords, you know, whatever, and Slash was in our band. And I liked that because he complemented it perfectly in the right kind of way, where it fit perfectly. You know, he could take a song like that, and all of a sudden, I think someone would hear it and be like, what the hell? Where'd that come from? I wasn't expecting that, you know, but yeah, my taste changed. And then now when I'm in the backyard, you know, and I'm just hanging out with the family or grilling, which, you know, I enjoy.
Yeah.
Yes. I don't throw on punk rock. I don't throw on anything really heavy. I throw on acoustic music. I throw on Bob Dylan. I throw on the Avett Brothers. You know, I throw on, that, you know, not even so much the Beatles anymore, but just like I like now music. The music that fits my mood is like just as laid back as like I am now.
Yeah.
You know, and that's nice. It's kind of cool. You know.
Yeah, should get you up to the cabin in the UP, man. You could play it by the fire.
Oh, this sounds romantic. This could be a very romantic evening. Me and you at Duck Cabin.
You know, my cousin be there, his fiance.
Oh, shit,
you know,
his cousin will be there.
Like the family that matters. You know.
Well, you tell your cousin that I'm in. Let's do this.
Yeah, because we will do this where we're sitting out by the fire, and my cousin will turn on the little portable radio, and you know, you only get like one radio station in the UP. You know?
Yeah.
And it plays 80s music, you know, and me, him, and his fiance, we will sit there and see who can guess the song first.
Oh, okay.
You know, and
what, based on like the opening
riff
of whatever it is?
Like, you know, you play two chords, and I'm like, oh, that's fucking Poison, dude.
Yeah,
you know, like, and he was sitting there bragging, going, oh, I beat everybody. I beat, you know, James and Jess, you know. And I'm like, dude, half the shit you got, I got it. You just said it first, you know.
Right. So you murdered him and left him in the woods.
No.
You did.
If somebody could survive in the woods, it'd be my cousin, not me. like he's woodsy woodsman.
Yeah. And see, that's nothing to say anything bad at all about the shredders we got around here, like a Jason Kane or.
Oh yeah.
Like I don't have shit bad to say about that. All I'm saying is, like, for me, I kind of, I don't know. I wouldn't say I grew out of it, because that's more like a universal thing. Everybody doesn't grow out of it. I just got to a point where sometimes, you know, a couple chords put together the right way, you know, and somebody who has like something really important to say. And that's why I go back there. You know, he'll send me clips, you know, that he just records on his phone or whatever.
Yeah.
And, you know, he always does it in his bathroom because it gets the best acoustic.
Yeah, of course.
And,
of course, in the bathroom.
And it's like, you know, it's hard to find the words sometimes because you don't want to just say cool, you know, or sounds good.
Yeah.
And you know me, I'm very wordy. I admit I'm very wordy. I always have been. So like, I'll just go off like oh my God, man, it's like God wrote a song and then played it with, you know, John Lennon, and then the two of them, you know, it like the stuff he does. The best thing about people like him are that they have all of that, and they are as humble as fuck about it. He's like the most humble guy ever.
Oh yeah.
You know, I remember the first time I met him, I think he was playing that night, and it was the first time he was going to play Father.
Oh.
Yes. And if I remember correctly, he was nervous about it. And he was talking to me, and he was playing with a Monster can, which, Aaron, if you're listening or if you're watching, lay off the energy drinks, man.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, dude.
We don't want to lose you.
Chill out.
And you know what? Here's the thing. It's like you're going to die young, like die some way cool. Like, don't die by drinking energy drinks.
Yeah, the energy drinks, no. Those
yeah.
Drink a 5-minute energy drink from Don No Deal. That's all you need.
but yeah, he was playing with a Monster can, and for some reason, like the tab on it, like sliced the fuck out of his thumb.
Oh damn!
Bad. Like he was profusely bleeding.
Jesus.
And I just remember thinking it. He was like looking down and playing with his thumb and stuff. I'm like, this guy is like so quiet, reserved. It's like wow. And then he goes up there and just growls, like this voice comes out of him.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's amazing for me because, like I said, me and him were cable guys together, you know. And if you would have asked me back then, like, yeah, do you think this guy's gonna be in a band and like, you know, singing it? I would have said, no fucking way, dude. Like, no way.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I didn't see it coming, you know. I mean, me and him even were in a band together for a little bit, you know, and we were doing like a bluesy thing, nothing like what he, you know.
Oh, you know what? Lately, some of the stuff he's been sending me, it's the best way to describe it is more this like Appalachian like mountain music, man. It's really good, really rootsy and you know, and that, like I said again, that's kind of where I am now. But nothing that I do can ever be without a little pop. So even if I'm going for more of a bluegrass feel or more of a folk feel, it still has that pop alternative vibe that I just can't escape from. That's how I write.
Yeah.
You know, I like my palm muting. I like my big, open, splashy choruses. You know, I still write the same. Just I'm not stomping on a distortion pedal anymore when I hit the chorus. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with, you know, changing to, you know, whatever it is you like. You know, I mean,
yeah.
You know, I don't see what's wrong. You know, I listen to all types of music, man. I listen to blues. I listen to jazz.
Plankman's House of Blues.
Yeah. Which I haven't done in like years, but you know, like it was hard enough getting this back up and running,
right.
You know, like, but I listen to all kinds of music, you know, and people will just sit there and go, oh, you're a fucking metalhead or whatever, you know. I'm like, dude, I listen to everything.
Oh, man. I know, yeah, I know. You can't put guys like you can't put guys like you in a box musically. I know.
No,
your tastes are very open to anything.
And it's hard because, like, I'll be honest, when I grew up as a kid, it was country music. You know, we listened to Alabama and the Oak Ridge Boys, you know, and all of that. And then I can't believe I'm going to tell the story, but I guess I'll tell it. I think I was in like 2nd or 3rd grade or something. And one of my friends down the road, Mikey Burton.
What's up, Mikey Burton? You out there anywhere?
Yeah, well, he's Michael Burton now.
Oh, wow.
He was Mikey Burton when we were kids. And like I would walk down to his house, you know, like a couple blocks away from home, you know. Like back then, kids actually walked to other kids' house.
Yeah, they did.
You know, it was weird too. It was weird. So I would go down to his house, and he would be playing this like crazy music, you know. And like I said, I listen to like Alabama and the Oak Ridge Boys, and I'm like, what the fuck is this devil music shit?
You hit him with devil music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, this is fucking Van Halen. You need to listen to this and you need to like it. And I'm like, that's devil music. I will not like it.
Was it Running with the Devil?
I don't remember what it was, but it was David Lee Roth era. So it could have been Running with the Devil or one of those. And he literally just kept playing the cassette tape over and over. He made me sit there in his room and he's like, dude, till you like it.
So he brainwashed you into liking Van Halen.
And here I am now, you know, like, I love all types of music, you know, but I think that was good because it made me understand that just because people say stuff about a type of music doesn't mean that's really the way it is. Right. You know, just because people say, oh, that's devil's music, doesn't mean it is.
God. Was it Elvis or the Beatles, one of the two, weren't they? Wasn't it devil's music? That when Elvis would shake his hips, they wouldn't let him shake his hips on TV?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think, there's actual music out there now that is devil's music.
Oh, yeah, there is,
Satanic music.
Yeah, literally satanic music.
Yeah, but, it's funny to think of some of the things that they used to call devil's music, you know.
Oh, yeah, and back then, you know, because I was raised Catholic and, you know, don't listen to that rock and roll music, it's the devil, you know.
Breaking news, Planky.
Oh.
You remember a guy named Sam Thomas?
Yes.
He's watching.
No way.
And he misses us. We miss you too,
I
man.
miss Sam, man. Sam was cool as shit.
Yes, I do.
Sam was great, man.
Yes,
we had some good times, man.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you know, like, I think there is like a type of music out there for everybody, you know, like, I got heavy into the prog music, you know, like the progressive music and that, you know, like
that's what comes to my mind when I hear that. I don't know. I don't.
Dream Theater, Porcupine Tree.
Dream Theater, yeah.
Yeah, you know, Dream Theater's got a new album out, which is freaking awesome, and I love it. I just haven't gotten my copy yet, and I'm pissed because I've never.
Let's not take it out on me.
No,
I'm just a guest.
No, in all my years of being a Dream Theater fan, I have never waited for an album. Like, literally the day it came out, I already had it.
Yeah.
And here it is. It's been out for like 3 weeks, and I still don't have it.
I'll tell you what, something along those same lines, sort of along those same lines. I mean, you know how much of a Foo Fighter fan I was.
Yes.
Got you into the Foo Fighters.
Yeah.
Still am a Foo Fighter fan.
Yes.
But this was one of those summers, man, where it's like every time I hear one of their songs, you know, we'll do the Amazon Alexa.
Yes.
And every time I hear one of their songs, I'm like, skip, Alexa, skip, Alexa, skip. Love them. Love Dave Grohl. I think I love Dave Grohl more than I love the band. But we had tickets to see them, I think back in October. It was a Monday night at Little Caesars Arena. And
nice place.
I sold them.
Really?
Me, I've already seen the Foo Fighters 5-6 times in my life.
Wow.
And it was a Monday. I'd gotten off work, and I was just like, it was this really windy, rainy October night, and I'm like, I would just rather stay home. And my wife, she had seen the Foo Fighters once, and I had, like your buddy, I brainwashed her into loving them. You know?
See, it worked.
Yeah. And she was kind of like, you know what? I'm not really feeling it either. Let's stay home. So we sold the tickets, and we stayed home. And it was kind of weird, but at the same time, it's like I just didn't feel like going to see him play. I've seen him so many times, 5-6 times. They always put on a hell of a show, great show all the time. But at the same time, I'm just like, I'd rather stay home tonight. And that was the beginning of this kind of change in me musically. Yeah, you know.
Well, that was funny because Kiss just came through last night.
Yeah.
And you know, everybody's like, "Oh my God, I gotta go see Kiss. It's the end of the road." You know, blah blah blah. Kiss was the first band I ever saw live at the Palace.
Sam says you're not on cam, by the way.
That's by design.
You're right. That's purposeful.
There was supposed to be a bottle.
Sam, you were here when I.
Yeah, thank you.
This is how we started.
Yeah, that's the way I'm supposed to look.
That looks so much better.
But I am on YouTube. If you're looking, I'm on the YouTube over here.
Don't look.
but over there, I am covered by a bottle by design. But everybody's been talking about Kiss, and and like, oh, it's the end of the road. It's never going to happen again. It's played out, man. Like, so many of these bands, like, this is our last show. I swear to God it is. And then, like, I remember going to see Ozzy for the No More Tours tour.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And
he's
still playing.
Yeah, I think the Rolling Stones have done it twice.
Yeah.
I think. And other bands, bands I'm not necessarily a fan of, but I think like bands like Fleetwood Mac have done it. I think the Eagles have done it. It's
just, I'll believe it when I don't see you on stage anymore. I see Kiss posting all this stuff, like, yeah, this is our last time through Detroit, and I'm like, yeah, for now.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Like, for now, till you start seeing your pocketbook get bigger and bigger, and then you're like, well, maybe we should go back to Detroit
or less and less.
Yeah,
one of the two,
Because I've heard that this is Bob Seger's last time.
Yeah, I think it probably is. I do.
And Peter Frampton is retiring because of health issues. So it.
Oh yeah. I saw that.
Which, I believe him more than I do half these other,
Right.
Because he's literally like got a debilitating thing to where he won't be able to play guitar anymore.
Was it Mick Mars? Isn't he like a sheet of glass too? He has some kind of disease where he.
Yeah, he can like his like bones are like crumbling or something. Yeah. So, he can barely play,
Right.
But I believe those guys more than I do, like, this is Kiss's last show. Like, yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it when I see it,
By the way, if Dan Mark is listening, which we know he is.
We hope he is.
We know he is. Dan, I want you to know I'm drinking this delicious Kroger purified drinking water.
What is better than Kroger?
God, nothing. That's how I pretty much met Dan. How we became friends.
Kroger is great because you do all your shopping there, and then you go over to the gas station, and all your shopping you get points, and you can save on your gas.
Yeah.
Like, that's the way to go.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, I'm not trying to give anybody tips.
No.
Like, don't listen to me, but I love Kroger's. What can I say? I guess we could take a break and play some music. So, I don't know if are you planning on playing tonight or?
Oh no, I think I look cooler when I have.
You just thought you look cool.
Yeah,
it looks good on Facebook from what I hear.
I would love to play a song. Yeah.
Okay, well we'll take a break. We'll play some music.
We'll take a break first. All right.
Yeah, we'll let you get all settled and tuned and.
That's what I did before we started, but all right, sounds.
Well, I'm trying to build it up, to get people to stick around.
I don't know if that's going to keep people to stick around.
We're trying. I got my fingers crossed.
Let's do the thing you said.
Like, I got my fingers crossed. Like, it's going to keep people sticking around. They're going to be like...
I guess I could go for another Labatt since I'm already cheating the keto as it is.
They're going to be like, oh, he said he's going to play, but he hasn't played yet.
Right. What if I didn't? I just held this here the whole time.
No, we can wait till 9:59.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Thank you. Good night.
Always leave them wanting. Always leave them wanting.
He played one note. We're done. It's over. Let's see. What do I got in line? Oh, wait. I got to find some Reject the Silence.
There we go.
We were talking about him. Let's play some Reject the Silence. Yeah, we'll play that one. I like that one. And I got a few other things lined up, so we'll take a break, and I'm really positive Drew will play more than one chord. You never know. So you'll have to come back and find out.
I do know two of them. I do know 2 chords.
At least 2 chords will be played.
Yeah.
So we'll take a break. We'll come back. It is the Plankman Show, available on TuneIn, YouTube,
Drew Clark's Facebook Live.
Drew Clark's Facebook Live.
There's only 3 people watching now.
It is available on podbean.com, and it's also available on SoundCloud.
Oh.
So the show is everywhere. If you can't find the show, you've got problems.
Yeah.
I put it out there everywhere.
And if you don't want to look for it, I don't blame you.
Yeah. Now, if you're not looking for it, then you're doing the right thing. But, you know, if you ask my mother, but don't ask her. She's biased. All right, we'll take a break. We'll be back. Stick around. I swear to God, he's going to play the guitar on the Plankman Show, tapdetroit.com, and the TuneIn app.
The TuneIn app, yeah.
The TuneIn app.
You've heard of 5-hour energy. There's even 7-hour energy drinks. John No Deal has taken the energy drink game to a whole
I think it's empty.
level. Presenting
I know what mine is.
John No Deal 5-minute energy
Hey,
drink.
Dan, I'm sorry we talked about Kroger, but there it is.
John No Deal has what you need to get
Purified
out
drinking
of
water.
5 minutes of your everyday grind. Strawberry, raspberry, even fruit punch. And for a limited time only, our special Hobo Stew flavor, approved by the FDA to contain
I should just play a song now while we're on
value
break.
whatsoever.
I probably have enough time. Planky's not in the room, so I wouldn't have to worry about his condescending looks and his... Oh, hey, Plank. Look at this guy.
I heard that.
Look at this. I'm on keto. All right. On keto, and he keeps bringing, and it's not just beer. It's Canadian beer.
It's the best beer in the world, Canadian beer.
I mean, whatever, I'm going to drink it, but still. Planky, you should say hi to the, well, we got 4 people watching.
I love all 4 of you.
You do, because one of them's Dan Mark, and the other is my wife, so you do. Those are some of your people.
No, so Aaron Moore's not there. I hate him.
No, he's gone. He's gone now. My next door, my neighbor across the street is still watching. And yeah, now he's eating pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Pizza. So as if the carbs and the beer, which probably amount to about a slice of bread or 5, now you're gonna eat pizza in front of me.
Yeah, that's what I do. I ruin the world for everybody. That's why I do a radio show.
What you were put here to do.
Yeah, that's why I do a radio show.
That was about maybe 3.5 chords.
I don't know, I can't play.
Yeah, you're right about those headphones. I can't hear them right from, you know.
Well, plus I'm deaf, so.
Dan says, no, nah, I like the water. Well said, Dan. The wife is checking homework.
Uh-oh.
You have kids? Oh, shit. What did I get myself? Canadian beer is like normal beer, but it apologizes to you in the morning for the hangover. Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. I don't get a hangover on Canadian beer. It's that damn American beer.
But Budweiser,
Yeah.
yeah. And that's what you get at like, oh, by the way, I meant to, we'll be downtown. Why not? For the St. Patrick's Day Leprechaun Crawl 3-day St. Patrick's Day extravaganza.
Wow.
So you know what that is. Big tents, overpriced beer, the usual.
Sounds like a good time.
Yeah. Let's see if that's better. Oh my God.
No, they're all muted.
No, I mean like when we're actually recording.
No, I can turn it on.
Because I think maybe this one would be good to pick up the guitar and this one vocals, but when I actually do vocals, I'll probably swing it out a little bit, just because it's going to be louder. But
I just got to remember which one is which.
yeah, that should pick the
I think
guitar
it's
up
number
just fine.
7. I had all this crap organized so I knew which was which. Not anymore.
Yeah. No, it's an impressive setup, man. It's cool. I mean, on the one hand, I know how much you loved, the Russell and everything. But on the other hand, you get to do this out of your house, man. That's a plus too.
Yeah, well, the Russell went down fast.
Yeah.
It
Lights
got
are still
bad.
on over there, man.
Well, yeah, it's still operational, but I mean.
Oh, I thought it was like, I'd seen on Facebook or somewhere that it was like completely like, that was it, another abandoned building.
No, they had squatters on the first floor.
Oh.
So, like, right when you come in the first floor.
This is while you were still doing the show?
Yeah.
You have to walk past them.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Yeah, I'm like looking in there going, damn, there's a fucking squatter in there, dude.
Yeah.
And, like, literally, Owen was like, what should we do? Should we keep putting money into something that we're never going to get nothing out of? Or what? And he came to me and Ted, and he's like, if you guys want to keep doing it, you guys put the money into it,
Right.
And we were kind of like,
we all know you weren't going to do that.
well, the amount of money it was going to cost was just
not to my mom and dad-in-law.
Just not worth it,
Yeah. Oh, so you're playing some First Class Zero, I hear.
Yeah.
I remember those guys.
So, literally, like 2 weeks after I finally told Ted, like, no, we ain't going there no more. I'm going to do it from home. We were doing it in the garage.
Yeah.
2 weeks, yeah. 2 weeks after that, somebody got shot.
Wow.
Right there at the Russell.
Wow.
And I'm like, yep, I made the right decision.
Yeah, I guess so. Wow.
Like,
I think
that answered that question.
I remember Exit 55, Holbrook and If. I remember going down there many times. I think I was on your show 4 or 5 times throughout the years.
Yeah, you were like a co-host for a long time.
Yeah, well, if you remember correctly, don't put me in the intro. That was like the kiss of death back then. But yeah, I used to love coming up there and doing the show back in the old days. That was a lot of fun. And sometimes I'd have the band with me, and sometimes it'd just be me, but it was always fun.
No, it was.
Like, you better be on your best behavior. My in-laws are watching.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And they don't like you anyway.
Oh. Yeah, I don't blame them.
Although Mike and Debbie, this is the guy who drove me and Andrea home from our wedding.
That is true. I did do that.
Got home safe.
And I bought you guys a bottle of champagne the night you proposed.
Yeah. He's been there for everything.
It was funny because I went to Kevin and I go, do you have champagne?
He tried to follow us in the bedroom, but I had to say, that's enough, Planky. It's time for you to go home.
like I had to go up to Kevin. I'm like, do you actually have champagne?
Yeah.
I know you have beer and liquor and
He's
everything.
like, I have Sprite. Is that the same thing?
And he goes, yeah, I got a bottle of champagne. And I'm like, what's it going to fucking cost me?
Yeah.
And he goes, for them, he goes, I'll give you a good price. And
Kevin's a man.
I'm like, cool, man.
It'll be nice to play there again, to see him again. And he opened that place up on a Sunday for us just to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. That was such a good memory.
Yeah, that was a good night. I remember that.
Yeah, it was. It was. She had no idea.
I know she didn't.
And you know what's weird? When you walk into Simon's, even blindfolded, you smell Simon's.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do, because we were there.
So I thought maybe she had an inclination of where we were, but no.
Oh, we were there for a three-phase. Three-phase got back together.
Recently?
Yes.
Really?
And they were playing.
See, they're another band from back in 12, 13.
Yeah, so I went there to see them.
God, I remember that. I haven't heard that name in so long.
And somebody was talking about the smell or something. They said it smells like a gas leak.
Yeah.
And I said...
It is. Right when you walk by the bathroom, that...
Well, no. Kevin shuts everything off when he leaves.
Some kind of methane gas leak kind of smell in there.
No, he literally turns the gas off.
Yeah.
So when you come back in and you open it up and you turn the gas back on, you smell the gas.
Yeah.
So everybody was freaking out like, oh, the fucking place is going to blow up and shit. And I'm like, no, it's fucking Kevin.
Yeah.
Like, that's him.
You're right.
He turns everything off.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, you don't literally have to turn it off at the meter.
Right. No.
But you don't have to do that. But he does. So,
How much time we got till we come back, Clint?
2 minutes and 37 seconds.
That's long enough for
What is Facebook gonna do?
You can talk to him.
I don't want to
Just
talk
don't
to
do anything
Facebook.
weird.
Facebook don't like me, man. Facebook booted me. Oh, what's going on, Dan? How many farewell tours have Kiss done? A lot, Dan. Like a lot. I've seen the Kiss farewell tour.
Liar.
I have.
Yeah, on YouTube.
No.
On the YouTube.
At the Palace.
The Palace?
Yeah. Yeah, they played their farewell tour at the Palace, and I believe I saw them in Cincinnati too when I lived in Cincinnati.
You live in Cincinnati?
That's where I got my start in radio.
Oh, okay.
That's where I got my start.
WKRP?
WNOP.
Oh.
Yep. I moved down there and I said, well, if you're getting into radio, you're going to have to move away from home anyways.
Yeah.
You know, so I did it. I was transferring to a job down there.
Right.
And then I got into radio down there, you know. So.
I love that. There's 3 people watching now at the point where I'm going to start playing. Like,
well, they got the memo.
Yeah, they got the memo. Yeah, they probably are all, there's probably like 100, 200 people, but they're all just, you know, going into the kitchen for a snack.
Yeah, well, they got 10 seconds. Okay, did I do it? Yeah, I did it.
Oh, wait, Plank, let me him.
And we're back! That was great.
Thank you.
You haven't done that in a long time.
It's been years. It's been half a decade.
So, all the stuff that nobody heard off air was on Drew's Facebook live thing.
Wow.
So you have to go to Drew's Facebook live. Oh, and it was on the YouTube, so.
The YouTube.
Yeah. Because Dan asked me on the YouTube, how many farewell tours have Kiss done? And I believe the number is 27.
There you go.
I didn't look it up, but just off the top of my head.
Off the top of your head.
27. Yeah. Are you planning a farewell tour?
This is it right now. I don't think it gets much worse than this.
Yeah. If you want to ruin your career, come on this show.
Yeah.
Like, hey, we're huge in Finland, oddly enough.
You are, aren't you?
It's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird. That's why I embrace the Finlander in me, because in Finland, they're listening to this right now going, it's great. Yeah. And I'm like, why? But I don't get it.
I don't have an answer to that question.
No, you don't.
I came here, so.
Yeah, you came here willingly.
Well,
you actually asked.
Against my will, but.
You asked, what do I got to do to be on the show? And I said, you really want to be on the show?
I said, no, it's a hypothetical question. What would one have to do? Not that I want.
Yeah, unfortunately, here you are. No, but it kind of worked out because, Ted went on vacation, which he deserves. You know, the guy works hard.
Yeah.
You know, everybody deserves. Good Lord, when I get a vacation, I'm going to tell you right now, I won't be here.
Well, don't worry, I'll man the controls. You just tell me what buttons.
Yeah, I'll give you the keys to the house so you can get in, you know.
Yeah, maybe I'll remodel the kitchen while you're gone. What the fuck, why not?
You can finish the kitchen while I'm on vacation.
And that's what friends do.
Yeah, see,
Not that we're friends, but it's what they do.
It's what I've been waiting for. See, what I've been waiting for is Chris and Lou and all of them to just come over and go, "Oh my God, you're not done with this yet. Here, let us do it."
Yeah.
But it hasn't happened.
Underland renovation.
Yeah, underland renovation has not happened.
No.
I've been waiting 7 years. It hasn't happened. So I guess it's up to me. But, okay, we said that Drew was going to play when we came back.
We did tease it, yeah.
I don't know if we should really do it.
Well, the guitar is here. I'm here. We put the two of us together.
You want to check that mic, though, and see...
If it's a microphone, yeah.
No, talk into it and see if I got the right one on.
Testing.
I think it's on. We'll give it a shot, I guess.
All set. The song's called Figures in Doubt. Figures in doubt, you should have figured it out by now. But here's a hint to draw you in. Until the truth comes out, you know me, misery is best friend with company. But this time I can see the stars you always told me about. You kept me under your skin, just say when I didn't want this to end. My heart rewinds itself to fall in love all over again. August 1st, then the last breath of the summer has passed. But when I look at you, the July moon is smiling right back. There isn't much to say, I'm lost for words. The breath you took gave me away. Your time spent with somebody else is a waste of the time. We're always wishing that we had more of. I figured it out, figures in doubt. Locks on the door, you never used them before. Tonight was it the way I tried to pull the shadow into the light. Give or take, wide awake, the sun is shining again the way it did our morning, somewhere between life and death. There isn't much to say, I'm lost for words. The breath you took gave me away. Time spent with somebody else is a waste of the time. We're always wishing that we had more of. I figured it out, figures in doubt. If there's a somewhere short of something I can write home about, I'll be the first to follow you. There isn't much to say, I'm lost for words. The breath you took gave me away. Your time spent with somebody else is a waste of the time. We're always wishing that we had more of. I figured it out, with figures in doubt. Yeah, with figures in doubt. Figures in doubt.
Damn. I actually wanted to go over there and start playing.
Well,
I was just gonna play the bass drum though. That's all I was. I was just gonna go like this.
Full disclosure, I think I held the guitar so long I might have knocked it out of tune.
Oh God!
But you know.
So whose fault is that?
I could say the long-winded host of the show.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's gotta be mine. No, you know, oh man, the one thing, you know, you get to know so many like local musicians and that, you know, and it's like really cool when you see them, you know, doing something that makes them happy, you know, like they're enjoying themselves, you know, and you know, even like when like Eva Under Fire, you know, like
Right,
what's
right, right.
going on with them, you know, I couldn't be happier, you know, like
Somebody made it out. Yeah.
yeah, somebody made it out of here, you know, like
yeah.
they got on a plane and went to LA, like good luck, I'm happy for you.
Right.
You know, it's like seeing so many good things coming out of Detroit. You know, it like makes you feel good. You know, like
Absolutely. Yeah.
like it's not the shithole that everybody says it is. You know, like,
Never was.
yeah.
I mean that people argue that, but you know, it's never as bad as it seems.
I know.
I mean, you turn on the 10 o'clock news and it's bad.
Yeah.
But musically,
yeah.
it's good. There doesn't really seem to be that much beef flying around anymore
No.
in the local scene at all, as much as there used to be. Everybody just wants to support everybody, it seems like now, which is very cool. You know.
Yeah, it seems.
Thank you, Dan.
What would you say? A little more close knit.
Yeah, like a community.
Yeah, than it was. You know, it was kind of divided for a while, but
Yeah.
it seems like more people try to support each other, and you know, it's just nice, man. You know, I don't know if it's just me because, you know, I get a little friendly with the musicians and that.
A little too friendly sometimes.
You know, like, I don't know.
That PPO restraining order just expired.
Yeah, it did. But you know, it's like, you know, seeing you play again. You know, it's like that is really cool. You know, like that makes me happy. You know, it's like, you know, I know it makes you happy to play again. You know, so
it does. I mean, it was like when I always never stopped playing guitar, writing songs, and sometimes those songs just kind of were just poems that sat in my phone. But, you know, eventually, you know, I said, all right, you know, I've got to start doing this, because I think if you love something and you're not doing it, what's wrong with you? You know,
yeah,
like do it. I got another one. Want to hear it?
Oh, sure, go for it. Sure, I'll shut up.
That was my way of telling him to shut up.
I'll mute myself right now.
Now that we're back in tune, I think this song's called "Think Fast." Could never remember all of my lines, and when they told me to jump, I would ask them why, and I was counting down the minutes until it felt like living again. Yeah, my first sunlight is the last one in line, trade the map for a path less traveled tonight, and there's a lonely mountain somewhere that could use a little company now. You got the whole world waiting in the palm of your hand. Your mind is wandering while your head is buried under the sand. And it's the season to be leaving, but the car is gonna run out of gas. So think fast. If the weather in December isn't treating you right, trade the cold and for warm and summer south of the line. Someone will miss me, but the whiskey tastes like everything is gonna be fine. You got the whole world waiting in the palm of your hand. Your mind is wandering while your head is buried under the sand. And it's the season to be leaving. The car is gonna run out of gas. So think fast. close to see the forest from the trees. Catch and release. In the moment, never knowing where we're going, but I'm showing you things in life fulfilling can't be done unless you do them. You got the whole world waiting in the palm of your hand. Your mind is wandering while your head is buried under the sand. And it's the season to be leaving. The car's gonna run out of gas. So think fast.
Damn.
We lost Facebook Live.
Oh shit. we're, nobody will ever know.
Actually, I think my phone died, so I may not know my way home now. I may have to.
You got a charger, man? We can plug it in.
I didn't bring one, so I might be stuck here
what
with
kind
you.
of phone is it? Because I got like 3 chargers.
Well, we'll get to that later.
Yeah, because I got like 3 chargers, man. We can hook you up.
So what do you think, man?
Dude, I was just thinking, like, to me, that's like sitting around a campfire.
Yes.
That's my kind of music right
And
there.
that's the vibe we're going for.
Yeah,
pretty much. You know?
I like that. That's perfect for sitting around a campfire with your friends, having a couple drinks.
Yep.
And
that's what I do all summer anyway. You know, so
yes.
If I can do it on a stage again, why not?
Yeah.
Sorry, I knew that was a little out of tune as well. Anyway, yeah, that's kind of the vibe we're going for. It's more laid back. It's more less is more approach, and we're really just enjoying, you know, being, you know, making these songs that we would just want to play around a campfire. You know.
Yeah.
That's kind of where we're at now, and you know, we like it.
Yeah, I've been talking for a while about, and I know it's kind of difficult, but I want to take some of the musicians from here and take them up to our property in the UP and get them out there to do like that, playing this around a campfire.
Oh my God, you have been talking about this for a while.
Yeah,
you mentioned this years ago.
Yeah.
I remember that now. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was talking to my cousin about it, you know, because, you know, like I said, we do that, you know, oh, what song is that? What song is that?
Yeah,
we sit there and do that, and I'm like, I told him, I said, dude, I could bring a bunch of guitarists up here that play acoustic, and I said, I guarantee they could play anything off that freaking radio.
Yeah, probably.
You know?
Yeah, because I think no matter what any of us are playing now, when you first start playing guitar, you learn everything you hear on the radio.
Yeah.
You know, God, it's so funny to think now that when I started playing guitar, which was when I was about 14, I'm 34 now, so 20 years, which, you know, I remember buying tablature books.
Yeah.
Like, we had the internet, and I mean, you could look up tabs on the internet, but say there was like a record you were listening to like crazy, you go buy the tab book and learn every song from it.
Yeah.
And, you know, you'd have those basement parties with your friends and whatnot, and, you know, it was always fun to be the person in the corner with the guitar, like playing whatever song was on the radio right now. Like,
Yeah.
how do you know that? It just came out last week. I don't know. You know, so, but then, I don't know, you grow and develop or whatever, and you get to a point where you write your own songs, you play your own songs, and that means a lot more to you than just, you know, doing somebody else's stuff.
Yeah, copying somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like, I remember like when I started playing the drums, it was Appetite for Destruction.
Oh, yeah.
Just learn anything off of Appetite for Destruction, you know?
Right.
And I could probably still play most of Appetite for Destruction.
Was that Adler was with him then, right?
Yeah, Steven Adler, yeah. That is the reason why I had to have a black drum kit, was because Steven Adler had a black drum kit. And I thought his kit was a Pearl. It was a Tama.
Oh, okay.
But
yeah.
I love the
That's
damn...
Dave Grohl.
Yeah, I love the damn Pearl kit. It just sounds great, you know, so not when I play it, but it sounds great. When other people play it, it sounds amazing.
Yeah.
When I play it, it sounds terrible. But I love the Pearl, and it's the Pearl Export. It was the last of a line.
Okay.
Like, they don't make these anymore. It's got the extra smaller tom. I think that's an 8-inch tom. And oddly enough, the old drummer for Underland, Bob Payne, his kit was similar, set up like this, with a smaller tom in that.
Take a shot every time he says Underland. You'll be drunk within the first 10
Oh
minutes.
yeah, yeah. I hear that's a game. I hear that's a game when they listen to the show. But yeah, you know, it's like I learned how to play by listening to Appetite for Destruction over and over and over till it just became like I could do it in my sleep, you know. But ask me to play something else, I couldn't play shit, you know. But I've never taken lessons. I've never, you know, I play by ear, you know. Like,
yeah, I never really was big on the lessons either. I almost, you know, I hate to like go completely against it, but it's like the chords are there, you know, and they'll tell you right where to put your fingers. So let's do it, you know.
But I did, when I was younger, I went and bought one of those books, a music book, from Metallica, Kill 'Em All. And I probably got it here somewhere.
I think I had that. I'm sure I had the same thing.
It had a CD, and like you could literally listen to Lars playing the drums from.
I was just gonna play some acoustic Seek and Destroy.
Oh my God, that was the song I learned.
I don't know. I can't guarantee I remember, but I might not.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, that is very good.
Right?
Yeah.
Something like that, anyway.
Something like
Yeah, I used to have those tab books too. I remember I had the, you know, Metallica's Black album, and I learned, you know, like all of that.
Yeah.
That's the first things I learned were songs that I knew and loved and wanted to play. And now it's weird because like I don't hear songs that like I want to play anymore.
Yeah.
You know, I want to be able to write better songs and you know, write songs of my own. Most of the time I can't play my own songs. I swear to God, it's true. If you ask my old guitarist, my old lead guitarist Al, he'll tell you I used to write songs where like while I'm writing it and I'm playing it slow and I'm going through it, it was nothing. But then we'd go to play it, and it was like I couldn't sing and play at the same time, or I couldn't like hit these arpeggios or these hammer-ons or, you know, these clean parts. So I'd always have to, you know, hit the distortion pedal or whatever. But yeah, I'm hoping to get to a point now where I can play the songs that I write. that'd be good.
That's funny because I've been thinking about this a lot lately because I had written a song a while back, and it was supposed to be recorded by a local band, and then the band broke up, so it never happened.
I know that story, yep.
And I've been thinking about it a lot lately, and I'm like, man, I would really like just one song that I wrote to be recorded.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I don't know how I'm going to make it happen, but it's got to happen sometime, you know?
We'll get like a We Are the World campaign. Me and Aaron Morrow hold hands.
Oh, God. I don't know about that. But, you know, I mean, like, I know who I want to sing it. It's filling the rest of, you know, the band, drums, bass, guitar,
right.
You know.
Making your own personal little super group.
Yeah, Planky super group or whatever, you know. Like,
definitely don't call it that. But
yeah, kill that name.
Right.
And then every time I do it, you know, everybody's like, oh, well, you know, you got to play the drums because you wrote the song. And I'm like, no, that's probably not a good idea. Like, maybe we should get a real drummer.
Or is it the greatest idea ever?
Yeah, we don't know.
We don't know.
We'll never
we
know.
never will know. Just,
Yeah,
like
we'll never
that,
know.
Just like that damn kitchen.
Yeah, we'll never know if the
Some
kitchen
things in life are just never meant to be.
We'll never
We're not
know.
meant to have a nice kitchen.
No.
Come
on. Who are we kidding here?
Yeah.
I've been living. I think I've been in this house like 12 or 13 years, and For the majority of it, the kitchen's been ripped apart.
Well, there you go.
It's so sad.
You know what that reminds me of? The 5 years it took Social Class Zero to record an EP.
Oh yeah, that's
I remember
right.
you guys busting our balls every time we went down there.
Well, that wasn't you guys. That was Tiny.
That was you. You would do the same thing.
Because Tiny would say all the time, he'd be like, God damn it, why won't they record?
Right.
You know, and I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, why are you asking me?
I don't know. And then you know what? We did, and then we broke up.
Yeah.
We recorded a record, and it was over Memorial Day weekend, I believe, is when we made the record. And then we broke up in August. So it was like the EP curse. It's a thing.
Yeah.
And it hit us. Yep.
So what do you miss the most about it?
The thing I miss the most about that band or just music, like
No, just music, just performing, you know? Like,
honestly, band practice. I miss like going through a work week and knowing that 1-2 days a week you got this brotherhood that you get to hang out with, drink beer, you know, write songs, collaborate. I miss collaborating.
yeah.
I miss working together to come up with the feel of the song and how it goes. And that's been one of the coolest parts. I mean, having our bassist with us last weekend, we're going to be playing with him again this weekend. Just to have bass, drums, guitar, vocals again, and to weave all that together. Shows were great. I love playing shows. It was fun. And I miss, you know, going to local shows, supporting people. But I loved having that like creative outlet to write songs and to collaborate with people and to have, like, if you have a bad day, but you know, like band practice is tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's a good feeling, you know, you race home from work and you know, your band, you get together with your band and you play music together. It's just, that's the thing I missed. That was like the hole that I had in my life for the last like 5 years, was missing that creative output or outlet and missing getting together with other musicians and making music. And, you know, that on a weekly basis was just something to look forward to and was fun. And when you don't have a creative outlet and you're not making music or writing songs or doing that, but you play music, it's like every time you hear a song, or like I tried going to shows for a while, you know, and I remember Kelly Tucker was up there at Rockies, and I remember like trying to tie his shoes together when he was on stage while I was standing by the stage. And stuff like, I'd go to shows and the reality hit me, like, and I know so many people who say the same thing. If you're not in a band and you go to a show, it just kills you. You just, like, I remember walking out on a show one time. I mean, me and my wife, we went to a show. I forget who was playing. I think it was one of Dead Skies first, or Nothing for Knowledge.
Oh, yeah.
And I think it was one of their first shows, or it might have been Harlow's first show at the Token, which, good memory, December 6th, I believe maybe 2015, but it was December 6th.
Damn. I don't remember.
I remember I was watching Harlow, and it just hit me like a ton of bricks. It just sucked. They're amazing, but
yeah.
It just sucked. I was just like, oh my God, like, it's so hard to watch people doing what you love and be on the sidelines. You know, it's probably like if someone, you know, plays football or whatever, baseball, and they get injured and they got to sit there and watch every game. It sucks.
Well, it's funny that you mentioned that because my nephew, Jordan, he's been playing soccer, indoor soccer here in Taylor, you know.
All right.
And he asked me like a couple weeks ago, he's like, Uncle, how come you've never come to one of my soccer games, you know? Because I used to play soccer, you know, like, not saying that I was good, I'm just saying that I used to play.
Right.
You know? And so, you know, we were talking, you know, and I said, well, you know, I heard your dad was there, you know, and I don't want to bring up bad memories between me and your dad because I'll whoop his ass, you know.
Oh, okay, it's one of those.
Yeah. And he's like, oh, he came to one game, Uncle. He ain't been back since, you know.
Wow.
And I'm like, okay. So I've been going like the past few weeks and watching them. And what you just said, that's what I've been feeling.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm excited watching the kid play, but I'm sitting there going,
yeah,
I want to be out there.
Well, I've seen.
You know, it's hard standing there, you know, because I've never stood and watched a soccer game from the side. I've always been in the game.
Yeah, I think there's something to be said for that. I think it's a real thing because if you look at like former beauty queens who maybe their looks are starting to fade, so they have their daughters start being in these pageants, and that's when you get the pageant moms.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like they're living vicariously through them. And I couldn't live vicariously through anybody. I'd go see these amazing musicians, you know, every weekend in bars and stuff. And man, I'd go home and I'd hit the pillow and I'd be so bummed out. I'd be like borderline depressed about it. Like, God, I just miss it so much. God, I mean, I miss loading gear in and out. And that kind of sucked the most. Like, I miss every single facet of it. But at the same time, it's like, could I, like, you know, if I was in a band again, if you were to tell me, okay, next Saturday we have a show and it's at this time, so we have to rehearse before it at this time, and then we have to drive out there, we have to load everything in and out. Well, you know, maybe I'd rather be in the backyard with my kids, you know, or maybe I'd rather be grilling or playing cornhole or, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
And, you know, it was a really hard thing. Like, I'd like to do this, I want to do this, but at the same time, man, I kind of like this too. It's tough. But now, like I said, I think I'm at a point where I'm really excited to do both, you know, to still be able to have family time, but fill that hole that's been missing as far as, you know, music goes, to be able to collaborate again and work with people. That's awesome. It's once you do it, it's hard not to do it, you know? And that goes for, you know, Jason, our old bass player in Social Class Zero. Whenever me and him over the last 4 or 5 years message each other and talk about it, he'll say practice was where it's at, man. I miss that. I miss having that once a week to do, you know, just be around guys and tell dick jokes and, you know, just do what you do. And it's once that's gone, and that's just gone. Oh, you know, this Thursday everybody isn't coming over for practice. Well, man, I guess I'll watch Dateline. You know, it's tough, man. It's tough, you know.
I know, because like I was sitting there watching Jordan play soccer, you know, and I'm like,
you ran out on the field, didn't you? You kicked the ball and then you took your shirt off and did one of those knee slides.
No, you know what I did do though? They went to halftime last Friday, right? And they were playing a really good game. And I don't know if you know a lot about soccer, so I might be talking over your head.
I know about David Beckham.
But
that's about it. And Pele.
In real soccer, they have this thing like hockey called offsides, right?
Yeah, and don't they throw a yellow card or something?
No, but in soccer, you are offsides if you are past the defenseman. So wherever the defensemen are, if you're back here and somebody kicks you the ball and the defensemen are here and you're here, you're offsides. Well, now mind you, Jordan and everybody on his team are like 19, 20, 21, 22, you know.
Yeah.
They're young.
Yeah.
The other team they're playing is fairly young, except they've got this one guy that is probably my age and 3 times my size.
Yeah.
And he's just standing around. And like before I know it, because Jordan plays defense, and I look down at the other end and I'm like, this guy is here and Jordan's here. So he's behind Jordan. We call it cherry picking.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Because you're just sitting there waiting for somebody to kick it down and you kick it in.
That's what it is, yeah.
And it's cheap and it's bullshit.
Right.
So he scores a goal, right?
Right.
So I'm sitting there with like my sister and my niece and my great nephew, you know, and I look down at Jalen. Jalen's like 3. I go, Jalen, you want to go see Uncle Jordan? And he goes, yeah. I said, all right, come on, let's go. So we go down there and I go over there and I'm talking to my niece's boyfriend, Nick, who's on the team too. And I go, Nick, the fuck's up with the cherry picking, man? He goes, oh my God, Uncle. He goes, I can't stand it. He goes, but that's the way they play here. You know, I go, what's bullshit? I go, I don't like that.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't either. He's like, but they don't call offsides here, you know? And I'm like, well, if that's the case, my ass should be in there and I'll cherry pick on the other side.
Yeah.
You know?
So you did it. You ran out there.
No, I wanted to so bad. I'm like, you know what? I think I could. Because when I was in my 30s, I tried out for the Detroit Ignition.
Really?
Yes.
No shit.
Yeah, I never told you this.
No. I just found out today you played soccer.
Yeah, I played soccer my childhood, you know, like little kid, you know, and we won championship.
Oh, the late 40s.
Yeah, I wish.
Early 1950s.
Yeah, I wish. But we won championship after championship, whatever. It was great.
Well, don't get cocky, but go ahead.
I'm not getting cocky because I barely played. The team won a championship.
That makes sense.
I was barely in the game. Okay.
Yeah.
But
making more sense.
Yeah, it does. And so when the Detroit Ignition came, they had an open tryout in Canton at High Velocity.
Okay.
And you know, I like literally trained, got myself into shape.
Said your prayers, vitamins.
Yeah, did it all.
Drank milk.
And so I went and tried out for the team. Now there was this kid from Russia that was 19, and he scored 9 goals and didn't make the team.
What's his name, Ivan Drago?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Did he say he'd break you?
No. But this will tie into music, by the way.
No, it won't.
Yeah, it will, honestly.
Okay.
Because the same day that I had this tryout, we had a benefit for somebody in Tiny's family, and we were using my drum kit.
Oh,
so
wait. What? Okay, you said your 30s. Where? Was it at Rack and Roll?
No, it was at a VFW in Westland.
Okay, because I remember the benefit at Rack and Roll where everybody used your drums.
Yeah, no.
Every band used them.
Yeah, this was at a VFW in Westland.
Okay.
And I think like Tiny's cousin died or something, if I remember right. And so I tried out for this soccer team, and before the end of the first half, you know, I'm doing pretty good, you know, for mid-30s, you know, I'm hanging in there.
Yeah.
And I go to fight for the ball with another kid or whatever, and he jumps up in the air to kick the ball out of the air, and I jump up in the air to kick the ball out of the air. I didn't kick the ball, I kicked his foot.
Oh.
I busted a blood vessel in my big toe.
Oh, boy.
Didn't know it at the time, you know, because you got adrenaline, you know.
Yeah.
So, like, I kind of limped back, you know, there's like 30 seconds before the end of the half.
Right.
And one of the guys, our center or whatever, he's like, you need to come out, you know. I'm like, no, I'm good, you know, because I got 30 seconds, you know.
Yeah. It
so,
didn't last that long.
Yeah, so I came back, we finished it out and all of that. And then the assistant coach was the same age as me. And, you know, they're going through, you know, like, hey, if we mention your name, you're on the team. If we don't mention your name, thanks for coming out,
right.
You know. And so they never mentioned my name. And so I'm standing there with the assistant coach, you know, and you would think I'd be like all bummed out, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm talking to the assistant coach, and I looked at him, and I go, wow, not bad for mid-30s, right? And he looks at me, and he goes, no. He goes, but the problem guys like me and you have, he goes, they keep getting younger, we keep getting older.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, some of these kids are fast, man. Wow. And he's like, yeah. He goes, that's the problem with, you know, like, we're getting older, they're getting younger, you know.
Yeah.
But I ended up going to the benefit, bringing my drums.
Broken blood vessel in your foot.
Didn't even know it.
Yeah.
You know, like, all I knew was my toe was purple.
Yeah.
That's all I knew.
Right.
You know, I went to the doctor the next day and found out I busted a blood vessel, and there's nothing you can do about it. But, yeah, I went to the benefit, brought my drums and all of that, and, you know, we had the benefit and that. We were there all night, and, you know, next day I go to the doctor, and he's like, yeah, you busted a blood vessel in your big toe. He goes, what'd you do? I said, oh, I tried out for a professional soccer team.
Yeah. And
he looks at me and he goes, you did what?
Right.
I said, I tried out for a professional soccer team. Like, what's wrong with that? He goes, do you realize you're 35? And I'm like, why? Is that supposed to stop me?
35. See, I'm 34, and I'm not trying out for anything, really.
And now I'm 45, and I'm like, well, I should get out there with Jordan and Nick. And
well, yeah. I mean, you could maybe kick the ball to him. You know?
I don't know. I think I'm in better shape than Jordan.
Oh.
Yeah. Jordan doesn't.
That's a hot take.
Oh, dude.
That's a very hot take.
I went to the game the other day, and I'm like, are you going to stretch before You go out there and play? He's like, nah. I'm like,
Millennials.
I'm like, you're not gonna like stretch, make sure you don't pull your groin, I'm like, cause dude, that fucking shit hurts. Trust me.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Yeah, I've done it.
you don't stretch that area.
I pulled my groin on ice, just walking on ice, and I just slipped the wrong way. And,
Yeah.
And
he's like, oh no, I'll be fine, Uncle. Like, hey, old man, you're worried about shit. You don't need to.
Right.
I'm like, dude, I'm telling you.
You ain't dead yet.
Yeah. And
old man.
So he's out there playing the first half or whatever, and then I see him sitting on the sidelines, and I'm like, what's going on with Jordan?
Hurt, so he didn't stretch.
And my sister's like, I don't know, but he looks pale. And I'm like, I bet you he didn't stretch it. Like he might have pulled a hammy or something. Yeah. He's like, oh, I gotta sit on the sideline.
Is that what happened?
I don't know. He never said, but I think that's what happened.
Yeah.
Like. But I brought him a Powerade. I'm like, dude, you're gonna need this.
Couldn't go full Gatorade.
No, Powerade's where it's at, man. Gatorade's bullshit.
No, I drink. You know what?
Gatorade has wood resin in it. You don't want to drink
what?
That. Yes. Gatorade has wood resin in it. It keeps your pores from opening up so that you sweat. It closes them and you don't sweat.
So you drink more Gatorade.
Yeah.
It's all employed and
you drink more, but you don't sweat, so your body doesn't cool off. And your body's supposed to sweat to cool off.
Full disclosure, I'm actually a big fan of Powerade. I drink Powerade Zeros. I drink Powerade Zeros. There's no sugar. There's no carbs. There's no calories. It's a good keto drink.
Yes, I've got Powerade in the fridge right now. Like that's.
Well, shit, and you hand me this fucking garbage when you got sweet Powerades on campus?
Yeah, well, Jordan was the one that convinced me that Uncle Gatorade's bad for you.
He calls you Uncle Gatorade?
No, he just calls me Uncle. I don't get
more
another.
Dad jokes.
I don't get a name. I'm just Uncle. That's it.
Whenever you talk about Jordan, you always say Uncle. I'm like, he really calls you Uncle.
Yeah, they all do. All of them. Even little Jalen now, who's my great nephew.
Yeah.
He calls me Uncle, and he calls Jordan.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Jordan's your uncle. He goes, no, you're Uncle. Yeah. And I'm like, no, Jordan's your uncle.
Right.
I got to keep reminding the kid, like, no, that's your uncle over there,
Yeah.
He's like, no, your uncle. He goes, that's Jordan. Like, no, Jordan is your uncle. I'm Jordan's uncle.
Yeah.
You can't explain it to like a 3-year-old.
Right.
Cool little kid. I love that little guy, man. Like, oh my God. I am such an idiot when it comes to kids.
Okay.
Because I'm so much older, and now that the kids have grown up, dealing with little kids now, I'm like lost.
Yeah.
Like, so when I took Jalen over there to see Jordan during halftime, right? We're over there talking and that, I'm like, they go out on the field and they kick the ball around, while, stay loose,
Yeah.
And Jalen's looking, I go, Jalen, you want to get a good view? And he goes, yeah. And so the guys on the other team are like, oh, bring him over to the bench. So I put him up on the bench, and he's looking over the boards,
Yeah.
And they're kicking the ball around, and I'm just like, yeah. I'm like, how do you like that view, Jalen? He's like, oh, this is great.
Yeah.
And then somebody kicked the ball.
Oh, no.
And it hit the boards right by Jalen. And I'm sitting there thinking, my sister, my niece, my other niece are all on the other side watching this and going,
Good job, Planks.
that's why we don't let Uncle take kids like that.
Right.
So
you just wanted to show them how familiar you were with the bench, and
yeah, I was very familiar.
Get used to that kid.
Yeah, nice wood bench. No,
I rode it for many years.
Yeah, I rode the bench for many. Yeah. So the ball goes off the boards and bounces away, and I look at Nick, my niece's boyfriend, and I go, okay, so time to take Jalen back. and Nick's like, yeah, I think you better get him out of here, Uncle. Like, funny that my niece.
And that's why you're not allowed to see him anymore.
Yeah, that's why I'm not allowed to have the kids.
Yeah.
But what can I say? I mean, It's a soccer ball. It's not gonna kill you, you know. I mean,
No, everybody. I mean, I grew up getting hit in the head with dodgeballs at gym.
yeah, come on.
I don't even know if they allow it anymore, but
I don't think they do. I think it's offensive.
it might be.
I think it's
It might
offensive.
be. It might
I think
be.
it's offensive to throw a ball at another person.
That sound too when you got
Oh.
when you got it in the face and how
Oh,
it
yeah.
just ring and your
And
face
then
would
you'd have
swing.
that red mark
Oh yeah.
on the side, and you couldn't get that red mark to go away.
No.
You were just
Oh,
stuck with
I
it.
gotta go to 4th hour with a dodgeball mark on my face. Oh yeah.
Yep, that was good time. Oh, what's going on over here? Dan Mark's calling. Oh, he said it's relaxing and I dig it. Talking about your music.
Oh, does he want to hear a song?
He says he has. He says I have a tab book for the Sound of Madness from Shinedown
Shinedown, yeah.
that Zach signed for me. Wow, that's
Oh,
pretty
there you
cool.
go.
Yeah, that is very cool, Dan.
Ask Dan if he can pick me up because I don't know how to get home.
He says, I drink a shit ton of Gatorade at work and I still sweat my ass off.
Oh,
Well-
see, false advertising from you then, Planks.
No, I'm telling
Sweat.
you, if you look on the side of it, it has wood resin in it.
It actually says it on
Yes.
the side of it?
Yes.
Wow.
I didn't believe it either.
Most things don't have wood resin that you eat.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't believe.
Consume.
Yeah, I didn't believe it either till Jordan told me, and he goes, Uncle, turn the bottle and look at the ingredients.
Wow.
And I saw wood resin, and I'm like, I'm not drinking that no more, man. like I always drank Gatorade. I mean, even when I was a little kid playing soccer, we drank
Oh,
Gatorade.
yeah.
You know, I had
Like-
no idea. No idea.
No.
But, hey, keep drinking the wood resin, Dan. I'm not going to.
Go for it.
You want to play one more? Play us out?
Sure, I'll play us out. Yeah.
Like, we only got 8 minutes left in the show.
Let me see where I'm at tuning wise here.
We play Stairway to Heaven.
It's perfect. 8 minutes. All right. The song is called Just in Case. Most days I ever knew were here by you. You gave me shelter from the storm. I brought it all on by myself, no one else. You left the lights on just in case. When I came home, stumbling from the cold, my shaking, rattling bones. You held my weary head in your hand. And despite your mixed emotions, you could calm the deepest oceans and drag my body back to dry land. Helps feeling that I get, I'm in your debt. I couldn't turn and walk away. I lifted mountains in my youth, and that's the truth. Watch me tumble down the hill. When I came home seeking out your hand, finger turning in the sand, I slipped between what's left of me and you. And when amen couldn't do it, and the whiskey saw right through it, your halo always knew just what to do. Sometimes when it rains, I feel again. When I came home, stumbling from the cold, you eased my shaking, rattling bones, held my weary head in your hand. And despite your mixed emotions, you calm the deepest oceans, drag my body back to dry land.
See, I even muted myself.
Somebody needed to.
Yeah, well, that was awesome, dude.
Thanks, man.
Like, were you bummed out about Facebook being down yesterday?
No, I don't think I was a part of that.
Like,
I never experienced anything. I don't think I was really on it too much yesterday at all, except for I think the picture I put up of you. I think that might have been the only time I was actually on.
Yeah, see, I saw
You
on
survived it.
Yeah, I saw on Twitter, everybody posting, oh my God, Facebook's down, Instagram's down, and I'm like, oh, I didn't even notice.
No, me neither.
Like,
no. I heard about it, but no, it didn't affect me too much.
Yeah, because I don't really pay attention to Facebook anymore, other than for the show,
Yeah, you're not on too much. It's weird. Like I'm like the worst Facebook person ever because I only really like use it for when like I want to post something or other than that, I'm not on it too much. But if I have something to post or whatever, I'll throw something up, and while I do that, I'll check out what's going on with everybody else. But I didn't notice it, man. It didn't affect me at all.
Yeah, I thought it was funny. All these people were freaking out, like, I can't update my status, and like, really?
Right.
Like that's the end of the world right now.
Yeah. I know it was down for maintenance or whatever.
Yeah. like
not a big deal.
Yeah, it's like calm down.
Right.
You can post that picture of your food later.
Right. Exactly. There's always time.
Like people were literally on the phone with like Instagram calling, going, "Why can't I do anything?"
Well, if you remember, I wasn't on Facebook forever. I didn't get on Facebook until like 2013, 14 or whatever, and everybody was begging me, like, actually they were going through my wife, like, tell Drew to get to Facebook. Why don't you get Facebook? And my band even at the time were like, dude, like, you need to get a Facebook just to help the band and to promote and stuff. So I'm like, all right, fine, I'll find it. So I was kind of late to the party anyway. But,
Yeah, well, it's funny. I'm like, it's just gotten so political, and everybody wants to argue and fight.
Yeah. And the worst part about that is, for me, is like, I don't care about your politics.
Yeah.
And I don't mean to say I don't care about your feelings or what you lean either way. If we're already friends on Facebook, it means we know each other in real life and we're friends, or we met through whatever and we're friends. So it doesn't, like, Democrat, Republican, pro-abortion, pro-gay, anti-gay, it doesn't matter to me. If me and you can get together and hang out and everything's fine, who cares what you believe or what you think, Yeah. But the problem about Facebook is when you're going to see this, like, it may not come up in a conversation. Face-to-face conversation, it might not come up.
Yeah.
But on Facebook, you're going through your newsfeed, you're going to see it.
Yeah.
And, 9 times out of 10, I really don't pay it any mind. If it's somebody that is a good friend of mine, but they think a completely opposite way than me, I'm not going to unfriend them or block them or get on there and have a big fight with them about it.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say, oh, well, I'll see them next time and we have a beer together, and who cares?
Yeah, and that's kind of what got annoying to me was, it's like, I sat there and I go, why did I get on Facebook to begin with? I got on there because it was a way for me to connect with my friends that I had lost contact with, like my high school friends.
Right.
Like my old buddy Gary Tuttle that we went to junior high and high school with, and we were both big music fans,
Mm-hmm.
We hadn't talked in, probably 15 years or whatever.
Right.
And then because of Facebook, we got back together and we were going to shows together, like I'd be at a concert and I'd be like, gee, I wonder if Gary Tuttle's here. And he'd be like, yes, I'm right here, And I'd be like, oh shit, you're right there.
Yeah, I know I saw you and Plunkett.
Mike Plunkett?
Mike Plunkett. I saw you guys at one of the Uncle Sam jams that you were there on Facebook.
Yeah.
Like, oh, Planky's here somewhere. And then we were at the Beer or something. I saw you and him. I'm like, and there he is. You can't really hide if you know.
No, you can't.
But I enjoyed it. It's like, for most people, you just go through the regular work week or just go through your life, and you might see your friends on the weekends or something. So it's cool on Facebook to see what's going on with your friends and your friends' kids and their wives and their lives and everything,
Yeah. But it's just gotten so, it's like every time I go on there, I feel like either somebody is literally trying to piss me off, or they're trying to get their political view across.
Right.
Or they're just trying to be annoying.
Right, which I'm all for. Like, I mean, people want to talk politics, get their point across. That's cool.
Yeah.
Say what you want, freedom of speech. I'm just saying personally, like for me, like a Facebook post isn't going to sway the way I think about it. Like, I don't really think there's many people out there changing minds.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't think you posting this shit on Facebook is going to get me to see things the way you see them.
Yeah.
Like
if you lean one way or you think one way, and then you see that person's post, it's not some light bulb isn't going to go off and you say, oh shit, I'm changing the whole way that I think now because of a meme that hates Donald Trump or loves Donald Trump or whatever. Either way, either side.
Yeah.
It's not going to change anybody's mind.
No, so I just got kind of tired of it, and I'm like, I just don't need to do it,
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing I need to do is for the show, like for the show, I'll post stuff for the show. But as far as my personal page, I'm like, I don't need it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need it. Too many people are getting in fights and arguments over little tiny things, and I'm like, I'm not going to argue about this shit. You want to be mad about it, be mad about it. But, I got on Facebook to stay connected with friends, and that was really the main point right there, Like, I mean, I got in contact with some friends that I hadn't seen.
I don't remember all this on MySpace. Like, I don't remember all the political stuff on MySpace and all the, whatever.
And that's what I was thinking. I'm like, when did it become this, like, political arguing, well, you don't see it my way, so you're a fucking idiot.
Right.
It's like.
People block each other over this.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I know some people that have been friends for like 20, 30 years, and they're like, oh, you support Trump? Yeah, we're not friends no more.
Yeah.
And it's like, whoa, wait a I thought you guys were friends.
And I just wonder in 5-10 years or whatever, let's say 10 years from now, whatever, whoever's president, whatever's going on in the world, I mean, are you still going to be like, I'm glad that person's out of my life, that it's been for 20 years after this, whatever is going on, the drama of that day or that post is enough to ruin an entire friendship.
Yeah, and it's like, man, it really bums me out when people have been friends for like 30 years and like, oh, well, he doesn't understand why Trump did this, so he's a fucking moron. And it's like, God dang, dude. Like,
I know.
Okay.
But sometimes if you're going down your newsfeed and you see a good friend of yours and you see 137 comments, you might hop in there for a minute, eat some popcorn, and look at what they're saying. Well, if you're not involved in it and you have no dog in that fight,
no dog in the fight.
Ouch, and just watch it go down,
Yeah, I've kind of been doing that on Twitter with the whole Antonio Brown saga.
Yeah.
Signing with the Raiders and that, I've been going on his Twitter and looking at all the comments and just getting a good laugh, like, oh yeah, no drama with Antonio Brown, huh? Yeah, well, you guys just wait.
Right.
Just wait, like, you think he's great now, just wait.
Mm-hmm.
Wait till the first time you don't throw him the ball.
Right, exactly.
So, like Le'Veon Bell, going through his, and I'm like, man, some people are tearing him a new asshole,
Yeah, Odell too. I mean, yeah.
It's hilarious to just sit back and read it, and like I even showed it to Jordan. I'm like, look what people are saying to this guy, and Jordan's reading it and he goes, wow, man, people don't pull punches, do they? I said, no, not on social media.
Right.
It's like, fuck you, you're a piece of shit. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Like, I'll upset the guys leaving too, but I don't think we need to go that far.
It gets pretty brutal. I'm kind of a non-confrontational person, and I'm the same way on Facebook. Like if I okay, I would post things when I first started keto, which when I first started it was super strict. I mean now I'm way more like I'll have cheat days, everything. Like even now having
they do allow Labatt Blue, right?
Yeah, no. But yeah, I would totally get keto haters that would lecture me and tell me it's very dangerous and it's a bad idea and you can't maintain that way and this and that. Well, 22.8 pounds down in less than a month.
Wow.
So yeah, it's working pretty good for me.
Yeah.
But I had people that were like, no, just exercise, low calorie. I've tried every diet on the planet throughout, my years of dieting. And this has been the first one that worked. But yeah, I'm seriously like, holy shit. Like I have to deal with people lecturing me about a diet. Like it's working for me. Just be happy for me.
Yeah.
Hey, he's losing some weight. He's happy. Fuck it. Who cares?
Yeah. And that's what I don't understand. This whole social media thing, people just feel like because it's on the internet, they can just say whatever they want. Yeah. Like I can just tell you you're a moron for doing the keto diet, and it's like, dude, I mean, it's working for me, like
it's working. I mean, I get it. It has become one of those controversial diets. I get it.
Yeah.
But I've done I've done the crazy, I've done a lot of fast diets. I remember one time I was taking Trim Spa and Hydroxycut at the same time and almost killed myself. I've done like the cayenne pepper mixed with fresh squeezed lemon and water diet, where it's like a cleanse diet that you do for however many days you get. I've done every diet on the planet. It's the first time where, and I don't know how much you're on Facebook, but like you're just saying,
not much.
You might have been seeing some of these recipes my wife whips up for this keto stuff, and it's one of those diets where if you're a guy's guy, like if you like bacon and chicken and meat and pork and all that shit, that you can have all of that, cheese, whatever. It's just breads. It's breads, potatoes, pasta, stuff like that.
Oh wow.
It's not bad.
I don't eat much bread. Maybe I'm on the keto diet.
Yeah,
I just don't know it.
Yeah. Well.
You remember that song about Brett Favre?
I do. I mean, I don't remember. I recall vaguely.
That was hilarious. I swear to God, when you guys did that day, I was just like...
I remember seeing people at the bar that we were playing with and be like, Social Class Zero. Who's social? We did the Brett Favre thing on Tiny Plane. Yeah.
That was so great. I just remember I was looking at Tiny and I'm like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah, that was good. That was, I remember we also came on the show and did a holiday song about Brett Favre. Do you remember that one?
Yes, that's the one I'm talking about.
No, there was a Brett Favre song that the only lyrics were Brett Favre. Then there was another one.
Oh, yeah, I think I got him.
Where Jason was shaking a beer bottle.
Yeah,
with caps.
Yeah.
Like Jingle Bells.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, that was good times, man.
It was.
Like, well, I appreciate you coming down, man. Like,
absolutely. Thank you.
I know it's not.
I'm probably gonna have to crash. My phone died. I don't know where I am.
You're in the boom.
My vision's blurry. I don't know what's in it.
You're stuck.
Yeah, I think so.
Like, and your car has been repoed.
Yeah. I keep looking at it in the cab. I'm gonna break in.
That is the best investment I've ever made right there, them cameras.
Oh yeah.
I tell you.
Bust those porch thieves who steal packages.
No, it was funny because a few weeks ago we had some strong winds come through.
Oh yeah.
And
seems like all we get more.
Yeah, so I'm going out to my car first thing in the morning to go to work, And I go and I start the car to warm it up, and I walk and I turn and I'm looking over here, but there's a deck, the deck there. I'm looking that way and I see a tent.
Really? On your property?
Yes.
Oh, a tent that blew over here.
But I didn't know that.
You thought someone set up shop.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm like, fuck, I got a squatter, dude.
Yeah.
And I had a meeting with my boss in Ohio in the morning, so like I'm already running late,
Yeah. Did you make him breakfast?
My boss?
No, the guy in the
Oh,
tent.
no. So I'm like freaking out because I'm like, what do? Do you go over there and go, hey, this is my fucking property, get the fuck out?
Right.
So I don't know what to do. So as the wind's blowing, I can see one of the flaps blow up and I'm like, oh, it's empty.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, so I go and grab it and, I put it out by the garbage because the night before was tonight, a garbage night.
Okay.
Thursday night's my garbage night.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I see it on Friday. So then I'm like, wait a minute. It was garbage night the night before and a tent pops up in my yard.
Yeah.
That's kind of odd, So I come home and I roll back the video. At 3:30 in the morning, you can see this tent fly over the fence and land in my yard, and it just kind of rolls, and it's set up perfectly to where I thought somebody put it there. Nice. And I'm like, thank God for these cameras, man.
Right.
Thank God for these cameras. Best investment I ever made, man. All right, well, I'll let you get out of here, man. Like,
I'll try.
I'll play a couple songs to end the show, but so what'd you say? You're probably going to do a show around May?
Yeah, the Cord and the Crow. So Facebook.com/Cord and the Crow, of course. And I'm sure we'll have things up and running enough to start playing some shows this spring. Could be earlier, and we'll have an announcement about our bassist probably pretty soon here in the next couple weeks or so.
You're not going to drop it now?
No.
Damn it!
But you'll get the scoop, I promise.
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah.
I won't be on Facebook though, so.
Well, I might have to come back.
Well, thanks for stopping by, man. This was awesome, man.
Good times, man.
I wish Ted could have been here for this, but he deserves a vacation, man.
Yeah.
I pay him nothing. And he puts up with me, so he deserves a vacation. Here's some Ray Street Park in Underland, and then that'll be the show. You can get the podcast on podbean.com. It will be available tomorrow, and it will also be available on SoundCloud, and the whole thing has been recorded on YouTube tonight, which I'm going to stop the YouTube now, so you're done, YouTube. Goodbye.